So, CinemaWins has finally done a video on Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. Only took him 6 years. Cause, yeah, I counted. Yeah, 2020, Curse of the Black Pearl. Then he does 2020. Then it does Dead Man's Chest in 2026. Because I've been waiting for him to do this movie for a while, but better late than never. Yeah, I love this movie. I think it's a really fun sequel. The way it expands on the lore of the Pirates movies, the way the scale feels a lot bigger as we face off against Davy Jones, of course, and what's his name? No, not the governor. Beckett. I'm sorry. It's been a little while since I've seen this movie, but and obviously like testing Will and Elizabeth's relationship and ending on a crazy cliffhanger, setting up the next movie. Just there's so much that I just really enjoy about it. Like, I hesitate to even call it really guilty pleasure because I'm like, I wouldn't even say that. I genuinely do think it's actually a legit good movie because it has a very engaging plot. Like, we need to find the Dead Man's Chest, as is in the title. We need to find that before Davy Jones does, and sword fight at the end with Jack, Norrington, and Will fighting each other. It's like they all have understandable motivations for why they want it. I could talk all day about why I really enjoyed this movie, but I gotta stop at some point and let Lee have his say about it. Another part 1, part 2 thing. Yeah, makes sense. It's a long movie.
I had to go rewatch the trailer to make sure the contents of the Dead Man's Chest weren't revealed because having heartbeats over the title card feels like such a giveaway once you know. And the subtitle underwater like this? Gorgeous.
It's amazing.
What a fantastic opening shot. It's a wet and rainy movie, so overflowing teacups feel right. But this entire sequence is a tutorial in visual storytelling. Elizabeth's bummed with Alanis Morissette playing in her head, and just seeing the East India Trading Company coming ashore lets us know they're cooked. I want to be like, no way a horse would ride in a rowboat like this, but I have no reason to think this isn't 100% in camera. Horse on a boat.
The warrant for the arrest of one William Turner.
This warrant is for Elizabeth Swann.
My mistake.
Arrest her.
No!
Dang, he's smooth. Sick burn.
Perhaps you remember a certain pirate named Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
His theme kicks in just at the mention of his name.
Yes.
This was featured in the trailer, and I really can't blame them because it looks dope.
Yeah. Oh, that's so iconic. Him coming out of the coffin. Like, come on. Try and top that.
Now, that's an entrance. Jack always gets a good one.
Oh, man, the dark humor in these movies is always funny to me.
Not quite according to plan. Complications arose, ensued. Were overcome.
I would have bet you real money that we had a counter for Jack and Barbossa's, I don't know, like batting above your average, but for vocabulary and grammar.
I'm disinclined to acquiesce to your request.
But apparently not, so I'll just have to win the best ones again.
Captain, I think the crew were expecting something a bit more shiny.
And the Royal Navy chasing us all around the Atlantic.
And the hurricane.
All in all, it seems some time since we did a speck of honest pirating.
Ha! Tight turn of phrase.
Walk the plank.
What did the bird say?
First hint that Captain Jack has it all entirely under control.
So what purpose would be served in finding whatever need be unlocked without first having found the key what unlocks it?
The real treasure of how Jack speaks is that he gets his points across in the most condescending way possible.
So, we're going after this key.
You're not
Not
making
making sense at
all.
all.
And because Bootstrap shows up and Jack decides cannibals are preferable to Davy Jones, we get sidetracked. But the next thing to do is in fact go find the key, so he's just being a jerk.
Yes.
Any more questions?
Even the guy who can't speak has questions.
I've been noticed lately. The captain seems to be acting a bit strange.
Well delivered.
Something's got Jack vexed.
Vexes me. Terribly vexed.
I
Is that from Gladiator?
don't know why I care, but that's definitely Cambodia and Malaysia, etc., which makes this the Philippines, and while maybe this is Palau or Guam, the scale seems off, so I think Gore Verbinski was trying to tell us about secret uncharted islands off the coast of Asia.
Why is the rum always gone?
A callback, yeah.
Oh.
Oh. That's why.
Knowing thyself. It would be quaint to say nah at this point because things get so much grosser, but I'm already getting the tingle up my spine just from the sound design of the mollusks.
Bill Turner.
See, now I can say nope. And Bootstrap.
Just, I love the way they build off in the last movie. They mentioned last movie, he was Bootstraps, tied to him, and he fell down into Davy Jones' locker. And now we actually see, oh yeah, this is the result of that. Now he's working under Davy Jones, and he has like a bunch of gross stuff on him. It's like, wow, like they tied it together really well.
Rep is the first of Davy Jones's crew we meet, who also happens to be the one with the most humanity left, which makes him even more horrifying.
Everything went wrong after that.
Also, isn't it crazy? He has a starfish stuck to his face for 2 whole movies, and yet I can take him seriously somehow.
Even a little more nope.
Not as if the devil himself and itself was upon us! Do we have a heading? Ah!
Land!
Run! Land!
One of my favorite bits. Gibbs' little scared noise and answer on the second one.
Any land! Ah! Jack's hat! Bring her about! No, leave it!
Yeah, you know it's bad when even Jack doesn't care about his hat.
And that's how they know to be scared. This is such a fun transition because it was the middle of the night when Jack came down for some rum, the crew was asleep, and then the monkey throws the hat overboard and we spin around the hat to daytime or at least sunrise.
Cool.
So I looked up what the Turks are saying, but the truth is you really don't need a translation. It's a good hat, they both clock it.
Yep,
the Kraken
pretty
gets a
much.
perfect build-up in this movie. Its first showing is just
The Kraken, one of the best movie monsters ever, I would say. Like, yeah, up there with Godzilla, I said it.
the shimmer under the water, only really giving us hints at its size. And regardless of any in-universe explanation, this is the way to build tension around the monster without showing anything more. But in-universe, it's a pretty small fishing boat. It seems like the entire thing might have fit right inside its mouth.
Mr. Swan. Governor Swan, still. Do you think I wear this wig to keep my head warm?
I mean, maybe? I don't know you.
And then I intend to return here to marry you.
Properly.
Eagerly, if you'll still have me.
If it weren't for these bars, I'd have you already.
There's a callback. There's so many callbacks to the first movie, but that's one. Just, yeah.
Well timed, Governor.
Keep a weather eye on the horizon.
Oh, and they call back to that line at the end of the next movie when Will leaves. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I thought that weather was an adjective in that idiom, and I always thought that was sort of rude. You keep your decrepit eye on the horizon, but I actually think he's telling her to watch the weather. It's like one noun, weather eye. I don't get pirate slang.
Captain Jack Sparrow heard he was dead.
Singapore. That's what I heard. Jack Sparrow. Turn up in Singapore.
Jack Sparrow! Give him a message.
Can't say about Jack Sparrow.
This whole sequence speaks to Jack's main goal as a pirate, not riches, but notoriety. Dude did well, but really I just love this random setup on the shore.
But there's an island just south of the straits where I trade spice for delicious long pork.
Ha, long pork. Wait. Oh no. Also, I was curious what other languages translated it as, since long pork is a bit of an English euphemism for human. Some said cold cuts, Japanese said for seasoning meat, but then they start to get more explicit. Simplified Chinese is super delicious human meat, Latin America Spanish is exquisite human flesh, but the best is the French. De délicieux ragoût de hamon. Delicious human stews.
A familiar
Oh, I get it now. Huh. All right.
face.
Don't eat me!
I'm not gonna eat you.
Ha! Silly Will forgot the main thing that parrots do. Repeat.
Yes.
Lum say uniki.
Snip, snip.
Sounds like an insult, but he's trying his best to save Will's life.
Savvy? Boliki licky. Boliki licky!
Because that wouldn't even be possible for a eunuch.
Perhaps I can ensure a fair trial for Will if he returns.
A fair trial for Will ends in a hanging.
I enjoy that she knows that. It's not like they were wrongfully accused.
Right,
I'm here
yeah.
to negate-
Like literally helping a pirate to escape. Yeah, not a good look.
Appreciate.
I'm listening. I'm listening intently.
Now that I've had time to look at it and found this map, sadly they're not uncharted islands. I believe it's Okinawa. Beckett is one of the
Okay.
primary things that separates these two movies apart from Black Pearl, because while Norrington was a fun, adventure-type villain, it never felt like he had teeth the way Beckett does. Tom Hollander has a big reason for that. He's a few notable baddie roles, but nothing touches the small psychopath Isaacs and Hannah for me.
You know you can't read.
It's the
The Bible, you get credit for trying.
Interesting thought. Discuss in the comments.
What's got into him?
Must have seen a catfish.
Honestly, top tier joke. He was so quick with it, too. Look, I get it. I sorta even appreciate what happens to a person's
Oh,
brain
yeah.
that sees an uneven toenail, but there's
Ew.
gotta be a line, man.
Yo, yeah.
See, the Pelagos doesn't believe that Jack is a god in human form.
Dan Gibbs loves a good tale. You know he was frantically tracking all the details as this whole thing unfolded.
Where's the rest of the crew? These cages we're in weren't built till after we got here.
And he's good at it. That's an amazing line.
I'm sorry, Hans Zimmer slapping again with the music. That music is so cheerful.
As whimsical as this music is, that was some real ingenuity and resourcefulness, which obviously took Will Turner to come up with. The first, but not the last time that Marty is helpful. I always wondered why the rope snaps so easily, and my new headcanon is that it's because it's human hair. Okay. And I'm sure you've always clocked the pointy teeth, but did you ever notice the skins? It's amazing what you can get away with, or at least allude to, when you don't draw attention to it.
Yeah, keep that PG-13 rating.
Even more ingenuity. The close-ups.
Lift it like a lady's skirt!
That sounds like typical crass pirate speak until you understand that in the analogy, they're the lady, and you realize it's actually quite progressive.
Okay.
And the second time, Marty is doing his best. And this is such a great adventure sequence, from Jack and the crew escaping, all the mishaps they go through until they get back to the Pearls. Pure fun.
Is this entire Pelagasto sequence kind of pointless to the movie? It kind of is. Like, there's no reason. It kind of pads the runtime. It just doesn't really add much to the plot. Yep. But at the same time, it's so fun. I just find it to be a really fun sequence. I don't really care that much.
I like that they're sad. It wasn't just about eating him. They really believe whatever it is that which they believe.
Yeah.
We have a need to travel upriver. By need, do you mean fleeting, as in, say, a passing fancy?
Look at Gibbs getting in on the grandiloquence. Oh, my bad.
Grandiloquence, lofty, extravagantly colorful, pompous, or bombastic style, manner, or quality, especially in language. All right?
But not to be outdone.
No, a resolute and unyielding need. You want you to find this. Incapacitatorially finding and or locating and detecting of a way to save your Dolly Bell old what's-her-face. Savvy?
Incapacitatorially isn't a word, and yet we all know what he's saying, even if he's secretly also telling Will he's going to be immobilized on the Flying Dutchman.
There's a female presence amongst us, yes, sir.
The ghost of a lady, widowed before her marriage, I figure it.
A virgin, too, likely as not.
Love Elizabeth just...
Everything I've heard, like, apparently this is pretty accurate. Sailors were really dumb. I guess this is accurate, just coming up with random stories. Like, wow.
Paying the gunnel in the background while they discuss whether she's a virgin ghost or a widowed spirit. And yes, that phrase works. To pay is to apply pine pitch or tar, and this is the gunnel of the ship. I don't care if it's not something anyone would ever say. Fantastic shot sending us from the sea to the river.
Imagine as the roar of the kraken and the reeking odor of 1,000 rotting corpses.
This time Gibbs unsettled himself. Part of me thinks Tia Dalma's place looks awesome, and the other part of me is already itching from the bug bites. That's
fair.
Britney's I'm a Slave for You, Snake.
You have a touch of destiny about you.
I love Calypso.
Hey, so who was going to tell me that, well, yes, obviously we all know this is Naomi Harris,
Yes.
that she's the same Naomi Harris that plays Selena? How am I just...
Selena from... What clip was that from? I don't know. I also know she was a... what's her name? Moneypenny in the new Bond movies.
realizing that? Why did my brain separate them into two people who...
Oh, he mentions Eve, too. Yeah.
both somehow played Eve and James Bond, but
Yes.
otherwise... What? I knew right away.
Oh, yes.
Otherwise, what?
Yes, those are Barbossa's boots. Yep. I'm pretty sure Lee says later that he was joking here, that he didn't know that was Barbossa, but yeah, really cool hint of him coming back.
I knew right away.
I brought payment. Look.
It might
An
feel like an
undead
unworthy
monkey.
payment, but knowing how much Jack loves shooting it...
Your key go to a chest.
What is inside?
Gold, jewels, unclaimed properties of a valuable nature.
Nothing bad, I hope.
Rigetti's little flinch at Jules as he stumbles upon his true treasure.
The black spot.
It could work. Love that the monkey obviously recognized Barbossa, but not as quickly as I recognize his boots. Match cut.
Sorry, I gotta see
I
that
recognize
again.
his boots.
It's just that, and then that. That is like one of the best segues into a scene I've ever seen on movies.
If you do
That
happen
film.
to get captured, just say Jack Sparrow sent you to settle his debt. Might save your life.
Technically true, as in they won't kill you immediately. Tricky, Jackie. Huh, Gibbs was right about the breath and the face sucking.
Yeah, whoa. I keep forgetting about that. Yeah.
A fearsome creature with giant tentacles that'll suction your face clean off.
I like to imagine how many iterations of this they had to go through when storyboarding before they landed on something not gory, but still gross and haunting enough to give me, personally, nightmares. They really...
Yeah, these movies really push their PG-13 rating a lot. Like, there's some times where I'm like, oh yeah, it's like Disney, but kind of crazy Disney allowed some of this.
Take the part of the ship thing literally, and yes, I obviously love and hate every single one of them.
I love and hate all
Down
of
on
them,
your
yeah.
marrow bones and pray.
No clue what he even means, but it's obviously a win. Even their intestines are fish. Fantastic introduction of just his peg leg underwater at first. Or crab leg? Crab leg. Crab peg leg?
Sure. Man, look at that CG. This is 2006, so this movie is 20 years old now. And Davy Jones still looks amazing. He looks better than a lot of CGI characters today. Like,
He blows the match out with his severed tentacle, which is horrifying and amazing. I'm sure I won't shut up about it, but the CGI of Davy Jones is mind-bogglingly fantastic, which is only slightly less impressive than Bill Nighy's performance.
I can offer you an escape.
Don't listen to him.
And if there are any brief moments where he uncanny valleys, it only adds to his presence as nightmare fuel.
To the depths.
Fun anecdote, we recently watched this on vacation with an 8-year-old, a 10-year-old, and a 13-year-old, and only the 13-year-old knew what happened there.
Will ye serve?
I will, sir.
His excitement at the exquisite delight of capturing a new soul is pretty unnerving.
What is your purpose here?
so a no win for one of the. Life is cruel. Why should the afterlife be any different? Like, that's an awesome line.
Jack Sparrow sent me to settle his debt.
What is your purpose here?
Jack Sparrow sent me to settle his debt.
Even Will knows there's at least a 75% chance that Jack is screwing him over.
Right. Oh, that's still awesome.
Absolutely amazing teleportation. You can almost see it coming, but it still startles us. I love that it takes the crew a beat to notice.
Technically, I was only captain for 2 years, then I was viciously mutinied upon.
Then you would have
You're
poor
poor
captain.
captain,
Have you
but a
not
captain nonetheless. Have you not introduced yourself all these years as Captain Jack Sparrow?
I mean, that's not even a deal with the devil-type Faustian outcome. He's just speaking the truth.
Yes.
Just how many souls do you think my soul is worth?
100
souls.
I truly don't think anyone else could pull this off. Bill has this way of speaking as if words hurt his mouth, and he amps it up to 15 in this performance, which makes sense because Davy Jones' anatomical structures wouldn't make speaking easy.
But I wonder, Sparrow, can you live with this? Can you condemn an innocent man to a lifetime of servitude in your name while you roam free?
Yep, I'm good with it.
True Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow.
I can't tell if Jack's lying. I feel like Jack might be lying there. Like, I don't think he really would be that happy leaving Will there, because he does sacrifice his chance of becoming immortal to save Will in the next movie. So I feel like Jack does care. I think he's lying to Jones, but also he does put himself first a lot of times. So yeah.
And there's nothing like making the previous movie's baddies be terrified of the current movie's baddies to set the stakes.
And how do you intend to harvest these 99 souls in 3 days?
Gibbs always a first mate first.
Cool.
This probably seems ridiculous. If only they glanced up. And yet, if there's one thing I've learned about men at sea, it's that superstition becomes religion. Probably the scurvy.
Yeah.
Also, this platform would block their view.
Yeah. Again, sailors apparently were really dumb in the 18th century. I believe this is 18th century.
Sometimes they capture the original ride so perfectly.
Be told I never sailed a day in my life. I think I should get out to see the world while I'm still young.
Optimism.
And I don't give a ass rats if I live or die.
Eloquence.
Me have one arm and a bum leg.
It's the crow's nest for you.
Imaginativeness.
I've always wanted to sail the seas. Forever.
Sooner than you think.
Subterfuge.
I'm just sad. Like, none of those guys know that they're just being hired to be given to Davy Jones.
We're going.
Including those 4? That gives us
4.
And a solid bit that you probably see coming, but still gets you to chuckle. We love to be in on the joke.
The pursuit cost me my crew, my commission, and my life.
No, man, you stalled the day to let Jack go.
Yes, he did.
What about Sparrow?
Oh, I think we can afford to give him 1 day's head start.
Yeah, I bet you regret that now.
I'm all for it, but let's be honest. You've always been a bit piratey. I like to think Jack slides behind the pillar and then back out to see how drunk Norrington is, and when Norrington is able to track him, he hires him.
So this music right here, I forget what it's called, but it's up there with Cantina Band in Star Wars. I said it. Just listen to it.
He needs a hat, but none will do. Love how the pipe organ mirrors his tentacle-ness.
Iconic. Just listen to that.
It's a little more developed in the next movie, but Davy Jones's struggle with emotion is set up right here with this concert. The sharpest of the sharp-eyed viewers noticed Tia Dalma's matching locket during their time in her house earlier and put two and two together. So it's like Calypso shadowing. And sadly, we do need to end here for this week because Pirates movies refuse to be less than 2.5 hours. So next week it'll be lots of more gross, terrible, disgusting stuff. Thanks for your patience.
Yep. Jack Sparrow.
Yep. Oh, wait. Sorry, that's wrong. Checking if everything's working fine. Yep, it is. All right, on to part 2.
Always loved this key change when we cut to the crew, and the ship scenes on the Flying Dutchman always make me think of that Rick McCallum clip.
So dense, every single image has so many things going on.
There's just so much in there, so many stuffs.
Yeah.
It's Wheel Guy.
Secure the arse tackle, Mr. Turner!
Oh, me?
No,
oh,
the bosun,
me?
he probably did that on purpose.
Impeding me in my duty. Your share of punishment.
I'll take it all.
Self-sacrifice. Well, attempted self-sacrifice.
Right, yeah. And what would prompt such an act of charity?
It's my son.
I like that Bootstrap doesn't try to lie or hide it, because Lordy knows that wouldn't go very well for him. Love how Jones uses that tentacle like it's an extra long finger. It's rough, but Lambeau is finally getting his revenge on Will for showing him up that one time. Honestly impressive the way they were...
That's one of the most heart-wrenching moments for me in all the movies. Just Bill having to whip his own son. He later explains he did it because Bosun, the other guy, would have done it even worse.
We're able to highlight that tear falling when...
You could just see, like, I don't like doing this, but I have to protect my son, even if I'm literally whipping him.
And they're all completely soaked and dripping from rain. Freak! I mean, really. Whatever emotion he's experiencing watching Will get whipped by his pops makes him not a good dude.
Yeah.
Incredible design. I hate it, but it's so good.
Yeah.
It explains why the crew doesn't go full annihilation with their transformations if their brains are staying mostly intact, and also no thank you.
I'm here to find the man I love.
I'm deeply flattered, son, but my first and only love is the sea.
Elizabeth.
Hide the rum.
Priorities.
You know, these clothes do not flatter you at all. It should be a dress or nothing. I happen to have no dress in my cabin.
Jack.
Another tight turn of phrase.
Yeah.
Poor Will has been press-ganged into Davy Jones's crew.
Press-ganged, otherwise known as impressment, which is just conscription but usually into a naval force. Sparrow knows his vocab.
Okay.
I can't help it if your standards are lax.
You smell funny.
Got him.
There is a chest.
Oh, dear.
What contains the still beating heart of Davy Jones?
That's some top-notch miming, Rigetti.
This compass does not point north.
I love this whole sequence with Norrington puking for the 3rd time in a row, but always getting a few barbs in.
Oh, please.
Classic pirate gift. Don't care for the blowfish guy's face spikes moving. Don't care for it one bit. Not one Brad Point bit. I'm gonna need you guys to stop that. You don't eat your crewmates' body parts. Even if you happen to be conjoined twins. Even crustaceans cower at the clamor concerning his crab-pegged leg. Oh, they're mollusks? Yeah, you try finding a synonym for coward that starts with M. It feels wrong for me to point all this stuff out because it makes the top of my skull tingle, but this guy's stomach is sewn together since Will slashed it open. This guy has some kind of nope living in his stomach, and this guy's eyes are not eyes, and also he looks like a prawn from District 9. Also, most of these guys are fully transformed, but since Bootstrap is still progressing, we can see more barnacles appearing on his face, plus the starfish next to his eyes continuing to gain color and more prominence. Originally, it just looked like a tumor. Really, it's not an extra long finger, it's an entire 3rd hand.
Welcome to the crew line.
12 fives.
Even if we don't really understand Liar's Dice, their reactions let us know that Bootstrap's bet was throwing the game, which is, of course, even more self-sacrifice.
Master Turner, feel free to go ashore. The very next time we make port!
His little snort.
Okay, you just wanted to know where it was.
Duplicity.
Captain says I'm to relieve you.
So at a certain point, you lose the ability to speak? Honestly, once my teeth are clams, I hope to be dead. There's a lot in these movies I don't think I could endure, but fiddling with a dude's face tentacles is pretty close to the top of the list. Leaving the drawing there is such insult to injury.
Obviously, also the same idea behind Indy's idol swap. Yeah, actually works this time, unlike in Raiders.
Wanted to make sure DJ knew who stole it.
Take this too. Now get yourself to land and stay there.
Knives do genuinely make...
Yep, that's the same knife that Bill uses to cut Will's heart out at the end of the next movie.
Great gifts.
I could say I did what I had to when I left you to go pirating.
but it would taste a lie to say it wasn't what I wanted.
Honesty.
Will was working for Beckett and never said a word.
His groans. I honestly don't care for this subplot. The ghost pirate adventure comedy family films based on the Disney World rides of my youth set a pretty high bar.
When added. The Kraken!
Bill Nye's voice in general is very fun to listen to, but he hits the Kraken perfectly with that accent. It's interesting that they see tentacles and don't assume squid or octopus, but then this was the ship that took heading instructions from a floating dress.
That's true,
It's just funny Norrington scoffed at even the existence of the Flying Dutchman.
Oh, please. The captain of the Flying Dutchman.
Also, this is a sailing movie trope that I'd love to see tested. Maybe Mythbusters can do a bit on it.
No.
Canceled in 2016.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, okay, so it's back. What? Again in 2018?
Well, as long as Jamie and Adam still have a flourishing friendship, I'll be okay. What?
Is it true that Jamie and Adam aren't actually friends? I think I read into that a little more. I think I might need clarification on that, but I believe Mythbusters did do some episode based on a Pirates movies. Like, I remember them doing an episode on like the bone cages, and also that scene in the first movie when Jack and Will are underwater with the boat. A little weird that he had to do that one, because that's obviously impossible, but oh well. That's so awesome.
They did this.
They did,
destroyed
yes.
the ship. And the organ piece for the destruction of the Edinburgh Trader is an amazing addition. Like, Davy Jones went below deck while this was happening to add some ambiance for his crew watching the carnage.
Poor guy.
Appropriate face.
Yes.
Nope. I mean, honestly, they could have made it way more megalohydrothalassophobia inducing, but still, nope. Ha! Found Macus, the Hammerhead's eye. Being cursed on the Flying Dutchman would actually be my own personal hell. Like, just watching the movie with my CinemaWins brain turned on is giving me trypophobia. I think I'm breaking my adrenal glands. My scalp hurts from all the constant hair follicle contraction. But actually being there, I would have hurled myself into the Kraken's maw by now.
There are no survivors.
I guess considering the options are death or an eternity of servitude while you slowly become sentient wallpaper, being killed is kind of the merciful choice.
Yeah, yeah, dead is better than serving under Jones.
You're going to want to know what it tastes like.
Flirting? These two are less than coy.
You do know Will taught me how to handle a sword.
Crotland's how it's pronounced in the original Scandinavian.
He's correct?
It's a mythological creature and calls it what I want.
Wait till he hears how they pronounce Wyvern's name.
You end up like Poor Wyvern.
That win is for my American fans. If you're British, the win is actually, well, at least they pronounced Wyvern's name correctly.
This doesn't work. And it certainly doesn't show you what you want most.
Yes, it does. You're sitting on it.
Butts.
Down then!
Sometimes scenes are so cool I can just say yep, other times I can't figure out what to say, and then I'll notice that DJ holds his freaking hat on with his tentacles as they go on.
He does, yes.
Even the lock looks like the music box locket thing Calypso and DJ both have.
How have I seen this movie like 50 times? I never noticed that.
Guard the chest!
Kira gets sidelined for a hot minute here, a thing they actually subvert in these two sequels, but they draw so much attention to it that it actually ends up being pretty entertaining.
Each wants the chest for himself, don't he? I think he's trying to settle some unresolved business twixt him and his twice-cursed pirate father.
Always nice to have a second rundown for those viewers who are second screening, although you do miss some of the fantastic performance if you're only listening, even if the words alone are S tier. That's how I use S tier, right, Mr. Tierzu?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, thank you. Plus, Patch told me these are barnacles, which are crustaceans, so I was right. Right, Mr. Tierzu?
Sure.
Sure.
Nice.
All right.
Even now, Jack is clearly...
So I know win for Elizabeth just fainting, like pretending to faint, and then nobody just reacts. Sorry, that's one of the funniest scenes in all these movies.
Not even trying to injure Will. They're still all very, extremely very disgusting. But in the pristine aqua waters of the Caribbean, I still don't like it. And again, another immensely fun action-adventure sequence. Hard to think of anyone who's done it better this millennium.
Right.
Brings me right back to reading Hatchet and Treasure Island as a kid. Fun fact, Jack Sparrow does all his own stunts. Flips it.
Yeah, that's obviously a stunt double.
Aside, Jack's real talent is, and always will be, manipulation.
Do excuse me while I kill the man who ruined my life.
Whose fault is it really? Who was it? Saw fit to freeze said pirate and take your dearly beloved all to himself. Hey, he's right!
Yeah, that's fair, Jack.
Still rooting for you, mate.
That's a callback to another callback to the first movie because he said that to Norrington.
If I didn't know better, I'd say this movie was broadcasting its ending the entire time. It really is the absolute absurdity of this off-the-wall set piece that makes me like it so much.
Like, that is such a fun idea, them fighting on that thing. What that wheel, whatever it was called, I don't remember, but come on.
It's just so silly while still being entertaining, engaging, and even tense at times.
Yes, it's silly, but I also get it.
So that bar that knocked him out is gone because he must have broken it with his skull. Okay, now that's dope. Also, good on them for realizing that more than a few seconds at a time would make the entire audience barf.
Sword! Sword! Sword!
Teamwork.
Another three-way fight, but this time teamwork.
Yep.
Not wheel guy. Second time Jack has used a coconut as a weapon, but with much better results this time.
Oh, there we go. Knocks his head off.
Even his heart has barnacles on it. Yeah. Double stab. See, she was barely sidelined for one fight. This cut back to them is great. They've been spinning for like 10 minutes. There's always so much story going on, even during the action scenes. Will sees the key in the chest, knows the heart is gone. Jack sees that Will has seen that, so he knocks him out. And this is all after Norrington has already stolen the heart, unbeknownst to either of them. Not a word of dialogue spoken, and the story has progressed quite a bit.
That's insane.
Not with the chest.
Go mad!
Don't wait for me.
Norrington's arc is fun, and although he knows the heart isn't in there, and Jack knows the heart isn't in there, he is still technically doing something heroic,
right?
Even if his ultimate motives are self-serving.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he still cares for Elizabeth, right?
No, man. No.
Where's the Commodore? Fell behind.
Love the explicit appeal to the pirate code that gives Taurus and Black Pearl.
There's the code to
Yes.
consider.
Any man who falls behind is left behind.
My prayers be with him. Best not wallow in our grief.
More optimism. I believe the sails on the Flying Dutchman are meant to be seaweed, but whatever they are, they're veiny and seem alive.
Hey, fish face!
And after I've given you so much credit for your words as usages, Davy is a mollusk face.
I'll disturb it.
Equanimity.
Wait, no win for I've got a jar of dirt? Come on.
Now Wheel Guy's getting whipped?
Why fight when you can negotiate? One day. Proper leverage.
Ah, Jack's favorite line.
Let's just say it's a matter of leverage, right?
Which he actually stole from Will.
With the right leverage and the proper application of strength, the door will lift free.
But then Will stole it back anyway.
Sorry, Jack. I'm not going to be your leverage.
Okay.
Hot. I mean gross.
We are short, stocked on gunpowder. 6 barrels.
Awfully invested in the explosives for a guy who doesn't give a butt rat's about living or dying.
There's only half a dozen kegs of powder.
Then load the rum!
They're all like,
Fair.
wait, what?
I'd react the same way if he said load the Aperol spritzes. Second time we get this flyover shot revealing something.
I love that. They shoot it the first time, and then the Kraken's like, all right, first thing I'm gonna do, get rid of those cannons.
Hey, at least it learned.
Yes.
The sound design of the tentacles slipping against the porthole is next level disgusting.
Oh, ooh, that's a brutal moment for a Disney movie.
How much disturbing stuff they can sneak in.
Uh-huh.
This moment really encompasses all that is Jack Sparrow, even if it only works when a magical MacGuffin exists to tell you what you truly want beyond what you might think. The simple fact that he thought to check with the compass shows that deep down he is a good man, hard as he might try to disagree. Huh, I think Gibb shot him. CGI still holds up, and it's truly amazing.
It's great, yeah.
Gareth to the rescue. Awesome bullet time. Well, not like the Matrix bullet time, but still.
Still awesome, yeah.
To be fair, there probably aren't many people this wouldn't work on.
The fact that Elizabeth is willing to straight up kill him. Well, I guess she does kill him because he dies, but wow, Liz.
Love the darker turn the score takes here.
Yeah.
Pirates.
Compliments? He did a "it's right behind me, isn't it?" look since.
Yeah, that's one of the few CGI moments where it's like, that he's clearly in front of a green screen, but oh well.
There's no one there to say it to. Ha. So gross, and yet I'd watch this scene 5 million times over anything involving the crew of the Flying Dutchman. Have I made this video too much about my own personal phobias? Look, I didn't even know I had them before I made this video. Bravery? I'd get it more if it was just a mouth with one set of teeth that he could leap past, but there's no way he's not getting munched here.
He's
and
totally
since
dead.
I've decided this is the last of the series I'll cover, I guess I'll never know. And he got his hat back. Also love the little hint that Jack has probably dealt with the Kraken second before, greeting it like an old friend.
Hello, Beastie.
Obviously, the Black Pearl needs to go down whole if we're to ever see it again. But just to belabor the point, the Turkish fishing boat was likely under 50 feet long. The Edinburgh Trader and the Black Pearl are both 170-foot ships. So it's either smash it to bits or pull it down whole.
Damn you, Jack Sparrow!
Love that Seawater comes up with his disgust. Well put. Although technically I think he's already damned. Also, this physical reaction upon realizing his heart isn't in there, the way his tentacles start writhing and wigging out. See, you should know you have to keep oceanic ferryman gods' hearts in salt water so you don't get flies. In part 1, I said there's probably lots of bugs, and that's to say nothing of whatever is lurking in those waters.
You fooled us all right till the end, but I guess that honest streak finally won out.
I think it might actually have. He did come back, but generally he liked to keep running, so it's hard to say. Discuss in the comments. Fun misunderstanding where she's feeling guilty about murdering him and Will sees it as sorrow over losing her true love.
Would you sail to the ends of the earth and beyond to fetch back wicked Jack?
They couldn't make it 4 minutes letting us think Jack was dead. It was a different time. But Will too? Jack condemned him to an eternity on the Flying Dutchman. Will got out of that earlier today. I'm starting to think he might have enjoyed seeing Lizzie smooch and Captain Jack Sparrow. No shade, bro. You do you.
But if you go and brave the weird and haunted shores, then
At World's End. Like literally saying the title of the next movie.
you will need a captain.
I legit repeated this scene 5
Barbossa's back! Heck yes!
times because other than Cotton, all of them have a genuine jolted expression at seeing Barbossa, and while I do want to believe the rumor that the actors didn't know, it seems like Pintel himself put it to bed. Hey, maybe
Oh, of course we knew. Gore fired a blank, if I remember correctly, to get our shocked looks.
only he knew.
He finally got to eat that apple!
Gross. I mean, I'm glad he finally got his apple, but gross.
I mean, yeah.
Eat a whole bushel of apples.
And also, I lied in part 1, because when I saw this in theaters, I had no clue that Barbossa was coming back.
I don't think anybody did.
Years later, I noticed his boots, but I'm still taking credit. Well, this seems pretty problematic. Not in like a cultural, social way, in a logistical way. Dogs can't speak Umshoko, the language of the Pelagosis that they made for the movie, which is a mix of Pig Latin and words spelled backwards.
Okay.
Although, abolish monarchies. Puparchies. So it's both kinds of problematic.
I mean, at least the dog got out.
The only thing I don't feel I praised enough is the score.
Oh,
which,
yes.
Yeah, it's almost redundant to praise Hans Zimmer.
Hans
but
Zimmer?
he nails
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Hans Zimmer scores.
everything from the silly, because the threat of cannibalism is just that lighthearted, to the dire and moving pipe organ music that works both as an auditory showcase of Jones's internal struggles and an epic toccata of destruction. From the sea shanty bar fight adventure-coded 2 hornpipes to the
2 hornpipes, that's what it's called.
slow building and tragic, even depressing decisions these characters have to make of Hello Beastie, which ends in an operatic crescendo. It's all great.
All amazing.
And it wouldn't be a part 2 without taking a few comments.
Right,
so, yeah, this isn't a severed tentacle.
That's actually his... What is that? Siphuncle? Not a severed tentacle. It's part of his octopus's respiratory system, a rough analog to human nostrils. It's a siphon, not a severed tentacle. Pretty sure that isn't a severed tentacle, more of a breathing organ. Oh, okay.
I'm clearly not up to date on my octopus facts, my bad. It's a siphon that they exhale through.
Okay.
And I love this detail of the
Oh, another small detail is how the face on Tia Dalma's locket appears to be at peace, while the one on Davy Jones's locket looks to be in anguish, which perfectly encapsulates the emotions of the two lovers. Wow.
faces on each locket reflecting the owner's emotional state, and then the rest of the comments seem to be this. Last time I did a movie for someone who incessantly requested it, YouTube's comment search function wasn't totally broken, but alas, it is now. So, at PeoplePerson.
Yes, at PeoplePerson. I mentioned... Sorry, my nose is running, but yeah, he was the comment I mentioned in the last Pirates video that he kept... I've seen him a lot in CinemaWins' videos, like constantly asking Lee to do Dead Man's Chest, and here he is, finally did it.
And I hope you're happy. Sorry, that came out more like a threat. I hope you're happy. Nope, that's still not quite right. I hope you're happy? It's good enough. Anyway,
Sure.
I have more thoughts, but this is truly only a part 1 of these 2 movies,
Yes,
making
it is.
this part 2 of part 1. But At World's End really is the fulfillment of this movie, so I'll have more to say when I do it. Obviously, I was kidding about not doing At World's End. It will be 100% this year, just not totally sure when. So until then, savvy?
Oh man, I can't wait for you to do At World's End. I love that movie so much too. I have a lot of thoughts about it, but we'll save it till then. Total win score 214. Award. Ariel Captain. Is that what?
What are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, what are you doing?
What are you
Do
doing?
it! The both of you! That's an order! Understand?
And that's Dead Man's Chest. Man, there are actually a few moments where I thought, or you heard me mention, man, Lee forgot to mention this. Like, I kind of wish this video was like 2 minutes longer, because there's still a couple more things where I'm like, man, this is also an awesome thing. Like, there's also this. Like, man, it's one of those movies that I've seen so many times. It's like, it's packed with details that I just love, and makes this movie better for me. But oh well, can't win them all. Yeah. So yeah. But Lee, of course, had a lot of awesome things about it, like even little details I never noticed, and comments at the end pointing out little things I never noticed. That was really cool. Just so much packed into it. So yeah, really hoping, like Lee did say, he will do At World's End this year. So really hope that's true, because man, I cannot wait to talk about that movie. Like, I have so many thoughts on it, but that's all I'll say for now. Peace.